Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. If you've been looking at my videos recently, you might have seen that I've been reacting to Arthur, Curious George, other shows. But for today, I actually wanted to do something a little bit different, to change it up. And I want to take a look at something that I bought. Oh man, when did I buy it? Let me look it up real quick. 2022. Okay, so this came out a couple years ago, so I know this isn't exactly new news, but ultimately it's still something that I want to talk about, and it has to do with the Arthur franchise. So 2 years ago, back in 2022, the Arthur series actually came to an end. They premiered this final episode where they did this like big marathon leading up to the finale on live stream, and at the very end they released the final episode of the series. We got to see what the characters ended up doing in the future, and it was a great time to be an Arthur fan, unless you wanted more episodes, which then I guess it was bad. But it was around the same time that this final episode aired that Marc Brown, the creator of the Arthur books and the Arthur TV show, actually released his final Arthur book, saying that he would move on to different projects in the future after this release. When I heard that he would be releasing his last book and I found out about the concept of it, I was immediately hooked. I knew I was gonna buy it. You know, Arthur is essentially free entertainment for children. Arthur obviously is more catered towards low-income families, and you know, I didn't pay a dime watching Arthur when I was younger. So when I found out that this book was going to come out, I just wanted to buy it to show my final support for Marc Brown and you know, finally compensate for the years of entertainment that was given to me. So if you've seen any of my videos, you know that it's right here in the background. Let's take a quick look at it. So this here is the front cover, Believe in Yourself, What We Learned from Arthur. So right off the bat, I always thought that was a pretty cool title. You know, it's something different. It's not just some generic Arthur story, because what this actually is much cooler than that. It says right here in the back, it's a wonderful kind of day to celebrate the world's most famous aardvark. Join Arthur and his friends as they share the funniest and most heartfelt moments from the longest-running children's television show in history and the classic book series created by master storyteller Marc Brown. This treasure trove of quotes and life lessons will inspire readers of all ages to listen to their hearts and work together, have an original point of view, and most of all, spread joy. Well said. We even got this little DW saying you're welcome. Yeah, you know, after all the years of hate on DW, this is the one time we have to thank her, so thank DW in the comments. I'm just noticing this now, but I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but there's a bunch of like tiny Arthur characters in a white outline. That's a neat touch. Well, what do you say we get a closer look? So here we have it, Believe in Yourself, What We Learned from Arthur. I think it's a great cover. I know that Marc Brown in his early books used a you know, more outdated look on Arthur, but I really like how nowadays we have this like fuse between Marc Brown's art style and then the art style of the TV show, so I can really appreciate the way that Arthur is portrayed, as well as the other characters in all of the pages, as you'll see. So if we just open this up, we get greeted with a bunch of fan art that Marc Brown has received from his fans, at least I'm assuming. We got Arthur, Believe in Yourself. I'm sure that's probably some reference to an episode. Which one? To be honest, I'm not sure. For my wonderful family, all of you. Marc Brown, what a nice guy. We got all the contents of this book. A whole book about you? Why? And then here we just start off with, you know, some quick words from Marc Brown. He just gives some of his backstory, how he invented Arthur, and, you know, a lot of the legacy that the show has left. And right here is where we begin to see, you know, what this book is actually about. So essentially what it is a book full of quotes from the TV show and the books, accompanied by some new illustrations by Marc Brown. I think that the goal here is just for, you know, people to read some of these and get some inspiration and motivation, you know, just to be a better person, you know, as Arthur has always intended. So I'll just go through a few of them, but for example, this one says, sometimes the last person you expect will be there to support you. When Arthur rips his pants in school, it's Binky who's the first one to rush to him because he'd once experienced the same embarrassment. And then it's really cool because we get an illustration as well as a quote from the show, which is really cool. Everyone in the cafeteria began to laugh. Arthur couldn't move, but Binky grabbed 2 trays to cover and quick he whispered, "Into the kitchen!" Binky to Arthur, from Arthur's underwear. At least I'm pretty sure this is from the show, maybe it's from the book. Okay, it looks like that one actually might be from a book, because as you can see, this one actually gives you a season and episode, which I just think is really cool because it's fusing this Arthur book world with the Arthur TV show world. This one's pretty funny. 5 pages? How will I ever write 5 pages? This must be what college is like, except we still have to be in bed by 9 and can't drive. This is the realest thing that I have ever read, because I'm currently in college, and yeah, they have it hit the nail on the coffin. I'm writing 5-page papers, usually. I still can't drive, although those 5 pages are, they're making me stay up till 12. I'll say that much. And yeah, that's Francine's pilfered paper from season 11. This is an interesting one. This is from It's Only Rock and Roll, starring the Backstreet Boys. Just an interesting fact, I had never seen this special until the Arthur 25th anniversary marathon, because for the longest time, I think they just never aired it again. Maybe it was licensing issues with the Backstreet Boys. I know it had one of their songs in it, maybe a couple of them. So I ended up watching it during the 25th anniversary live stream, and honestly, I thought it was really mid. I thought it was honestly really poorly written, although I'm sure I'll go back to it one day and put together a better opinion on that one. Here's another classic episode. Kids are from Earth, parents are from Pluto. I remember that one very well. They're not my parents, they just look like them. I don't know who they are. Another very iconic episode, Arthur's Faraway Friend. This is one of the more emotional episodes in the series, I'll say that much. And yeah, that's basically what the entire book is. I don't want to go through all of it. Because I do want you guys to buy it if you're able to. It's a really great book. If you're a fan of the show, you'll recognize the quotes, you'll recognize the illustrations, it'll be a good time. The final pages include, more background on Marc Brown and how he created the Arthur books. It's a really fun read. Please buy this book. It's worth it. Just look at him. He looks so happy. And yeah, basically at the end, Marc Brown says that he's done with Arthur. He wants to create new projects, and he has a good time doing it. And here we get the classic remade artwork of the library card song. And then that's the end of the book. It's a really great read if you're an Arthur fan. If you're not an Arthur fan, I don't know how much you'll get from it. There are some good motivational and inspirational quotes in there. But if you like Arthur and you're a fan of the series or the books, then you'll definitely have a great time with this one. I know I said it in the beginning, but I'll say it again. I wanted to show some sort of financial support to Marc Brown and the people behind Arthur. I'm so thankful for them creating this wonderful show and sharing it with so many people. And for me personally, it just felt really good for me to finally give back to the people that made my childhood in a sense. If you're unaware, Marc Brown, after Arthur, went on to create a brand new book series, and I think a show as well. It's titled Hop. I think it's about a frog or something. He has friends, he goes to school maybe. The art style is pretty similar to Arthur, although I haven't checked it out. I don't know anything about it, so let me know if that's something that you guys would want me to look into. Well, with that, I think that's about everything I wanted to say. I want to thank you guys so much for the support recently. I know I haven't uploaded in a little bit. I recently got employed at a new job, and obviously it's kind of hard to balance making videos and working at the same time, but I still want to try to get some content with you, so expect some different kinds of videos, because the reactions can take me a little bit of time sometimes. My current goal is to hit 400 subscribers, and we're pretty close, so I would really appreciate if you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave a like on this video, share it with anybody who likes Arthur or PBS Kids in general, because I want to share these videos with as many people as I can that have been looking for this kind of content. And just as a sneak peek, I do want to talk about Cubo eventually. I know it's super random to bring up in this video, but I might as well do it now. I love Cubo. I grew up with Cubo and PBS at the same time. Honestly, I think Cubo has way better shows, I'm not gonna lie. So if you guys want me to do Cubo videos, I'm down to do that as well, very happily. But I need to know if you guys would want to watch it though. Well, with that, that's everything I had to say, and I hope that you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.